Don't be scared. I'm just doing a little clay mask while I do other stuff to get ready for my day before I jump in the shower. Clay mask, clear proof. Bang. See that? Clear proof clay mask. This stuff is kind of magical. Deep cleansing charcoal mask, actually. It does a lot of stuff. So I just put it on. It's going to turn white as it dries. This part's going to be oily because my nose is always oily. And you're going to see the magic happen. Well, you're not really going to see the magic happen because the magic's going to happen when I get in the shower and wash the mask off. But while I'm sitting here for 15 minutes waiting for it to dry, I figured I would Facebook Live. Hey, Cranty. Oh my God. Elinelson. Hey. Gregory, what's up, buddy? What's up, fam? What are you guys up to this morning? Oh, so I'll talk a little bit more about the little video I did, Instagram vid I did earlier, which was about, and I may stop talking at some point because it's going to dry up on my face, but I'll keep talking for now. Oh, why are people high all the time? I'm not like a substance person. I mean, I guess you could say food is a substance too. So like my tendency to overeat over the years probably is my substance of choice, but I don't like getting high. I don't like being drunk, and I definitely do not do that on the regular. I can count the times I've been drunk on, I'll be generous and say 3 fingers. One when I turned 21, one earlier this year, and earlier this year I was what I consider drunk after 3 drinks. Three drinks, 3 being that many. 3 drinks doesn't take much for me. Like people who could drink, and I know them, a lot more than that. I have smoked marijuana less than this handful of times in, how old am I? 47 minus 21, 36 years. I guess there's not, hello darling. I guess there's not a legal age for marijuana since it's not legal, really. But, you know, it is now kind of. So, but you know, it happens. I've never tried any other drug ever. Never had any interest in doing so, and will never do so in the future. And I know a lot of people who are like literally high or drunk all the time. And I'm like, what? And that doesn't even speak to the people who are like on their prescription drugs trying to make it okay. Or over shopping, or overeating, or over something to compensate for how they feel. I find this fascinating because mostly, thank you, darling, I like being alive as I am and clear as I am living this life. And so I don't feel like a need to blunt my life experience much. And so I'm interested to know and to understand a little bit better people who do feel that need to smoke or drink or eat or shop or fuck their way out of their feelings. It doesn't work, first of all, because your feelings are always there. Even if you ignore them, they are there. Or fuck their way, not only fuck, eat, shoot, smoke, drink, whatever, their way out of not just their feelings, although that's the main thing, their life circumstances, their choices, their feelings about themselves, whether they feel powerless or not in their lives, what they do for a living, who they're married to, all these things that people get themselves into. And I know personally, for a long time, felt like couldn't do anything about changing. Like, couldn't change. Like, I was like, there's no way I can make this different. I don't know how to make this different. And then I made it different. I left my husband. I divorced his little behind. And God bless him. We are like as close as we can be friends now. And we wouldn't have been. We would have stayed miserable in that situation if I hadn't changed it. Because it's pretty comfortable for him, I think. Although I don't think he liked the fighting part. Is that Bill Grant? Hi, Bill Grant. How you like my clay mask? It's good for men or women. That's it. Mary Kay charcoal deep cleansing mask. Get it. Make your skin even more gorgeous, people. Anyway, I had to make a decision. I said to myself, Lisa, darling, who I love so much, came to love again so much. Either you're going to leave this man or you're going to shut the fuck up for the rest of your life about complaining about this marriage. There's no two. I wasn't going to allow myself to stay miserable in a relationship that wasn't working for me. And I tried. Believe me. We counseled. I Prozac. We counseled. I counseled. We family counseled. We mediated. I tried to get another boyfriend on the side. Maybe that would help. I did that for like 35 seconds, and I was like, this is even worse, because there's like two of these jackasses to deal with. Well, the boyfriend wasn't a jackass. He was just there. But anyway, but I know people use all these coping strategies. But coping strategies are just coping strategies. They don't fix the problem. They don't get to the heart of the matter. They don't get you anywhere except get you to stay exactly where you are, unhappy. And that's dumb. Sorry. Period. That's just dumb. That's stupid. And so you have to like decide about your life. And then the universe comes in, I find, in my experience, the universe swoops in every time and says, okay, you've made this decision. Now I will meet you where you are and help you get to the next stage. Once I made the decision to leave my husband, this place I live now, luckily I had another house to come to, but the tenant moved out and I moved in. I had a place to land. Recently, I quit my job. I've had this career for 15 years and, went and got a doctorate from Harvard. Ooh, aren't you impressed? To be trained to do something like this. Not exactly like this, because I wasn't really that good at that job. But, I did it. I'm like relatively intelligent, was able to maintain myself in that employment for 15 years. I've got a charcoal mask on in case you're wondering, if you're new, if you're joining and you're like, what's going on with her face? Mary Kay charcoal mask. But I quit my job and I just was like, you want a different life and you only get one life. And if you want a different life and you only have one and you're doing the stuff you hate doing, then when are you going to get to do that? There's never a good time. And for 15 years, I convinced myself that now wasn't a good time and I couldn't do it yet. And I don't know how. And what am I going to do? And how will I ever do it? And my life was the same. Miserable. Up and down every year with the career. Like, things are good, things are shitty. Things are good, things are shitty. Things are good, things are shitty. And after 15 years of things are good, things are shitty, I think everyone was exhausted. My employer, I assume, was exhausted of that too, because it wasn't really that great for them either to be dealing with my shit. And God bless them. God bless MDRC. Thank you for what you've done for me over these years. I really appreciate that opportunity that I had there. But eventually I said, okay, self, you gotta fucking jump. You gotta just say, this is it. I want this other thing and I have to go for it. Now, people said, no, just try and do the other stuff on the side, and that's what the common wisdom will tell you. And I'm not saying that's not right. I'm very lucky to have been able to jump and then land. Yeah, what's up, Dwayne? How you like this charcoal mask? That's beautiful, isn't it? Don't be afraid. So anyway, but you have to go and do your life. And getting high and stuffing yourself with dick or like pussy or drugs or whatever, liquor, cigarettes, TV, internet, whatever you're binging on, to avoid the fact of what your life actually is and the reality that you have created for yourself, doesn't change anything. Thank you, my love. It doesn't change a thing. And your life will just continue to be the same. And there are real reasons for you staying where you are. And there are real reasons for you not doing that. For you living your life, for you going for what you want. And the universe will swoop in to hold you up. And you will fucking swoop in and figure out shit to make yourself survive till you get to the next spot. I do right now. So I have a doctorate from Harvard, right? Right now, I'm selling Mary Kay because Mary Kay is going to bridge me to the other stuff I'm doing. I'm also writing a book and so writing a second book and buying a franchise and doing other stuff. But I also immediately, as I quit my job, signed up to drive for Lyft. Now I've done 2 Lyft drives in 3 months. And I don't like driving for Lyft because it doesn't pay enough relative to how I like to get paid. But if I need to be out there driving 8-10 hours a day like my cousin does to pay these bills, to stay in this house, to feed my child, to do what I need to do, to be able to do the things that I want to do, to live the way that I want to live, which is free, then I'll do it. And you'll do it too. If you prioritize your life. If you prioritize your life over what it looks like, what people think, do you think it's easy for me? With all the ego and expectation that goes into being Dr. Elisa, to be able to say, I would drive for Lyft, and I have signed up to drive for Lyft, and I'm driving for Lyft, the 2 rides that I've done in 3 months, in my Mercedes. Is that easy to say that publicly? No, it's not easy. But what the fuck? You're not paying my bills yet. I gotta pay my bills. And so I can't be arrogant. I have to be humble and I have to be ready to learn what I can learn. The interesting thing for me about this Mary Kay experience is it's like mini business school. Like with a teeny investment, I've been able to make greater learning in this 2 weeks that I've been selling this product and been able to successfully sell this product, which shocks me because I'm not a salesperson. I don't know anything about that. I'm a researcher. I'm a Harvard trained researcher. What the hell do I know about selling? Nothing. But they're teaching me how to sell. And so when I need to sell things in the future, I know how to do that. I will know how to do that. And so I can't be arrogant. I can't be stuck on who I am as Dr. Elisa. I have to be Elisa Dawn Gardenhire, child of John and Carmen, who hustles and who makes it. Now I'm writing a book that's going to transform people's sexuality and transform their intimate relationships. I'm writing a book that will allow me to do that. But at the same time, I'm selling these products to put money in our bank today so that these lights stay on. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have time to be arrogant. I only have time to be me. And I love being Dr. Elisa. I love that you all love me for being Dr. Elisa. But being Dr. Elisa doesn't necessarily, hi Mondo, clay mask, nice, that's drying, doesn't put money in my pocket yet. You know what I'm saying? And the money in my pocket and the universe allowing and supporting comes when I act and when I make decisions that are for me. And this takes me back to the stuff about being drunk and high all the time. when you substitute action and clarity in your life with substances, then you don't have to act. You have an excuse because you're not really dealing with where your life is and who you really are. Because you can say, oh, I don't really care, or I need to cope with my life with these substances, as opposed to actually coping with your life to create it the way that you really want it to be. The way that your higher self and your inner being is living, but you're not, because you're too scared, because you refuse to go out and be humble in this world and do what you need to do to be greater. Watch me. Watch me. I will be a multimillionaire. And I could never be a multimillionaire in my career. They weren't paying like that. That was never going to happen. I would be working for a nice wage and a beautiful benefits package and do that forever. But I would never be a multimillionaire. But watch me now. Watch what I create. Because what I'm creating is my larger vision for myself, which is multimillionaire status, which is creating 100 female multimillionaires along with me. Watch that, because that's coming. Because that's what I'm creating. Watch me make 10 million women around this world orgasm. Because they deserve it, and I'm going to teach them how. Watch me create men who are the best lovers they can be. And watch me help them overcome their sexual compulsion to get to greater depths of sexual connection with 1 or 100 women. I don't care how many people you're out there fucking. It's not my business. Women too. Please fuck who you want. But get satisfied when you're in that. Watch me create that, because that's what I'm creating. And I'm unfettered now by my own lies to myself and my own excuses, because I jumped. Because I said, here I am, world. I'm living this life. Because one day, that's it. And my excuses won't get me there. And my reasons why it's uncomfortable won't get me there. But my being uncomfortable now will get me there. And that's what I'm creating. See this mask? So we're almost dry. It dries up. This is the oily part. But it's drying. So that's what I'm doing with my life. Thank you, my love. That's what I'm doing with my life. And that's what I do as a coach in your life, is hold you to those standards, because I hold a vision for you of the thing you say that you want. You say you want to be a better lover. I see that already. I see you as that. And I don't stop seeing you as that and holding that space for you until you are that. You want to be wealthy? Then I see you as wealthy, and I hold that space, and I give you practical fucking tips to get there, and guidance to get there, and accountability to get you there. That's what I do. So people ask me, what do? You create these workshops and you do this stuff. What do you do? I'm holding space and accountability for you to get to where you want to go. And everything I do, as one of my dear clients who I love so much says, you make it doable. I do. I can make spirituality doable. I can make law of attraction doable for you. I work on all these things to make it actually move, to make your life actually move. And I hold myself as an example of that as well. So that's what I do. What do you do? I want to have more dialogues with you guys. So I appreciate you listening, but I also want to know what's in your mind. What are you thinking about? What do you need help with? How can I be of service to you here? Are you shoving down drugs, alcohol, dick, pussy, whatever, to make yourself feel better? If you are, God bless you, because isn't that fun? But if you are, let's look deeper and say, why am I not living the life I want that makes this drug and alcohol and sex and food and whatever thing maybe unnecessary? So that I can be clear in the life, so I can appreciate the life that I have. This life is a blessing and a gift, and we need to truly be living it. Thank you, my love. Thank you for sharing this video. I appreciate that. But we need to be living the life that we are. See, I'm humble. I'm humble, and I'm humbly say that I'm humble because I'm a woman, and I came on video with this clay mask on. This is not cute. This is not Elisa at her cutest. I don't have eyelashes on. There's no makeup on. I'm sucking the dirt out of my face. I'm revealing my bullshit. But because I want you to learn to be brave enough to live in your own reality and really learn to create your own reality, because that's what we're all doing. And that's my secret mission, is to get you to understand that you're creating your own reality and that you can make it anything you want. So when I said, watch me, because I will be a multimillionaire and it's not going to be long from now, it's because that's the reality I'm creating for myself. And if I need to do it through this, and if I need to do it, you do. I look like, what's an X-Men? That blue one. If I need to do it through that, if I need to do it through teaching you how to fuck better, all the stuff that I love, I'm going to use the things that I love to create the life that I want for myself, and to spread that, that's what she said, spread that around the world to each and every one of you. My dream is to touch 1 million hearts. To touch 1 million hearts. To touch 10 million hearts. To touch 1 billion hearts. To hug 1 million people. To cuddle with thousands. To do whatever I need to do to get you centered in yourself so that you can live this life as it's meant to be lived. That's why I'm doing this. All right, I think we are dry. That is really looking terrifying. So I think we're dry. I'm going to go take a shower. Maybe I'll come back after I've done that and show you the difference. You can dream about me in the shower. I know y'all are anyway, so it's cool. Yeah, anyway. Have a lovely rest of the day, my sweets. And I will see yous a little bit later. Live your life according to you and what you want. That's what orgasmic living is about. People are like, what is orgasmic living? Orgasmic living, is the sound that I imagine the universe says when it sees you. It loves you. The universe loves you. And it sees you and all your flaws and all your fucked upness and all your glory and goes, oh, it loves you that much. And orgasmic living is living in that of making love to your life, loving yourself, loving your life. You're living this life, waking up and experiencing every moment of it and just being in that orgasmic feeling. And that's what we're doing here. Gotta go wash my face. Bye, baby. See you later. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.